Hey everybody, Joe Carmack with you again. It's time for your July 2020 How's the Market Update. So let's get into it. All right, three things I want to hit you with this month. First of all, let's talk about home prices. This time I'm going to talk nationally instead of specifically on the Twin Cities Metro. I do that every few months just so we can get a macro lens picture of what's going on across the country with real estate. So first of all, home sale prices. First of all, with existing homes, they were up 4.1% from June to July this year. So that's a big jump, but it's about right. Our year-over-year number was 3.5% that we were up from July last year to July this year. So that's actually a really good number. It's not too high, which is what we've been seeing mostly. 3.5% year over year is a very sustainable level. Obviously, everyone likes, when you're selling, you like your price to go up as much as possible. But then you have to buy, and we need wages to come along with that so that people can afford to buy the house that they have to pay for those higher prices. So we do like strong numbers, but we don't want it too high, and we've been seeing 6, 7, 8, 9% growth, and we don't want to see that. So actually being lower at only 3.5% is a really, really strong number for us for July this past year. That number is on existing home sales. For new home sales, we did see it a touch higher, 6.1% from June to July this year, and then we're at 5.6 for year over year from July last year to July this year. So again, that's actually a pretty good number for new home sales. We need those prices to not go up as quickly either, but everything is very strong both with existing and with new home sales. Second is, let's talk about inventory. This would be the number of homes for sale, and again, we look at that month supply of how many buyers and how many sellers are there in the market. Put it in a blender, basically we get to the month supply of inventory. Okay, so again, if we're looking at nationally, this is a pretty dramatic number. Nationally, we're seeing numbers are down 16.7% from June to July this year, and they're down about 9% year over year. Now, what does that mean? If we go up, we're in more of a buyer's market. If we go down, we're more of a seller's market. So I did pull the numbers locally for this one too. Just year over year from July last year to this year, we're down 30% roughly. So here's what that means is a couple of months ago, you probably remember I talked about flattening the curve and how COVID also hit the housing inventory. It's still doing it, and it's doing it even more, unfortunately. When we were already in a seller's market, and then by getting pushed down, we dropped even more into a seller's market. So that's really the challenge. That's really the main point you're going to want to understand if you're looking to buy or sell right now. It's just that there's very few homes for sale relative to there being a whole bunch of buyers that are buying them. So we have to move very quickly. We've got to be very aggressive in our offers. I'm seeing buyers skipping inspections sometimes, only for those that are comfortable. Because that can make their offer look a little bit better when frankly you can only bid so high on a property. So it comes to all those other terms. 30% down year over year is a really tough number for us locally. And it's also very interesting to see that nationally it's only down 9%. So we're even more aggressive in the Twin Cities on that inventory number there. Last thing we're talking about, number 3, is sales. So the number of homes that are being sold. We'll start with existing homes again. From this past month, we were up 20.7%. So according to our chief economist that I got these numbers from at KW, he's never seen it that high since NAR started reporting these numbers for us. So up 20% in 1 month is just an incredible number. Obviously, it's got a lot to do with COVID. People had held off. They kind of put their plans on hold for a month or two, and then everybody jumped in the market, it seemed like. We've kind of been joking around the office. This might be August 1st that I'm recording this, but it feels like spring. I mean, this feels like, March 1st to us. Because so many people are all of a sudden, they had held off and now they're getting in. And so the number of home sales has risen incredibly. He literally said the biggest increase ever. So that's a pretty incredible number. Looking at year over year, however, that's going to be a little more telling. That's actually down 3% this July from 3% prior to. So there is still some, call it a residual effect from COVID happening. Our numbers are still slightly lower for the number of homes being sold than was last year, but it does basically say things slowed down real hard, and then they shot back up very quickly. Technically, you know, we're 3 out of 100 homes short of where we were last year. That's kind of irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. We're basically on track to what we had done previously. I guarantee you give us another month and those numbers are going to be up probably higher than we were last year, I suspect, on our year-over-year number coming at us. So again, that's for existing homes. New home sales were also incredibly strong. Number of solds in the nation was about 750,000, which is the highest, again, that he had recalled seeing for quite some number of years. Up 13.8% from June to July this year, and then up almost 7% year over year. So the number of new homes being sold is up quite considerably. And then he did also mention that the sales currently on new construction homes, they're selling them faster than they can build them again, which was the opposite a couple of months ago. They had a lot of extra inventory of new homes that were built or being built that they couldn't sell. Now it's again the opposite problem. That's actually a good thing because then it'll give construction companies a lot more confidence that they can start building again and getting that engine going again, which had been pushed on pause a little bit, especially from our bigger national builders. So we're seeing those numbers going up again. Construction should be on track to fire up again. So that's what I got for you. That's your market update for July 2020. If you're wondering what this random sign is behind me, it's because we support a company called the Real Hope Project. They're a nonprofit in Minnesota. 63 kids will age out of foster care every single day. That means just while you are watching this video, most likely a kid just aged out of the foster care system, literally into the world with no family or no support. So we help those guys. If you would, go like the Real Hope Project on Facebook. Would love for you to help share the reels that they create. Thanks so much. Take care. Have a great day.